Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Akuban Nights.
So yeah, I'm not doing that again.
I don't know, that sounds great.
It was sort of bad form, so, you know.
Perhaps, but it sounds like y'all had a fun time. But bad, I can see the bad form you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something I do again.
All right. So back to Akuban Nights. You are, you wake up the next morning. You wake up the next morning, you've got some, whatever, I don't know what Maya's morning routine is. Do you bother cleaning off all the dirt and everything from the night before?
Absolutely. Oh my God, yeah, she absolutely, scrubs herself every inch, just like, get the paws, fetch me the face scrubs and the other face scrub, and I need the deep bristle brush, and oh my God, look at my nails. So yeah, I'm steam cleaning myself, basically. And also I would like to try and, so somewhere like in all these gardens and things, right, there's gonna be, there's probably like, a beetle, or it's large stag beetles exist. Actually, you know what, right, so it used to be a thing that people would keep stag beetles as pets. It's which is still a thing, actually. People keep stag, I think it's China and things like that. It's like, they're kept as pets because they're kind of like, interesting, and you can basically make them fight beetle wrestling.
Yeah.
So do you reckon I could possibly lay my hands on a stag beetle?
Yeah, totally. I'm sure there's someone somewhere that you can get.
I'd say scorpion, but I feel that would probably not go down well. And what I'd like to do is get the stag beetle, put it in the box, and lock it again.
Ah, okay. You do so.
Mm-hmm. I'm basically gonna prank Thingy Bob Willis. Yeah. So she's gonna sort of like just make sure she's all nice and clean and things, and then she's gonna put on her kind of sad look and sort of like go and meet Willis.
All right. Well, you find Willis. He's out in that same garden area that you were before at the very start, and he sees you come in and walks over and goes, "Well, Princess, did you manage to open the box?"
I couldn't get it open. I'm really sorry.
That's all right. That's why we're here to learn. So he sits you down with the box and goes through the basics of everything and shows you how to do this and that, and walks you through it and demonstrates how to do it properly, and clicks it and goes, "Look," and then it opens, and inside we see a stag beetle.
Probably annoyed.
Yes, amusing prank.
Oh, come on. It was easy. And I just, look, nobody's hurt. And I just thought it'd be a little bit funny. Come on, it's a little bit funny, right?
Yes, it is a little bit funny, but we have important things to do here, all right?
All right, I'm sorry. Hang on, let me just go and give Patricia her stag beetle back. She said I had to look after it. Give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. There you go, Patricia, thank you. He's adorable.
Willis is just there drumming his fingers. Patricia smiles. "Oh, I hope it worked out well. Da, 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 da."
Oh, yeah, it was great, thank you. He's lovely.
Oh, yay. All right, and you get back, and Willis is like, okay. So you can pick locks surprisingly well. I'll give you some other challenges for you a little bit later. You can clearly disguise yourself fairly well, and spy, how do we say, get through situations where people might not want you to be around. You done well, kid. You done well. We got a couple more things for you here. These ones are going to be a little bit more on the important side.
Right.
First is being able to move unheard and unseen. I guess those are two things. First and second are to be able to move unheard and unseen. So, where's a place that you shouldn't be that we need you to be?
Can we not just practice somewhere that's not, gonna get me in trouble?
Sure. All right, here's what it is. You won't get in trouble for this one. Your father, the king that he is, holds court every day, or near to it. And oh no, that won't work. That won't work. Look, just no. We need something. Look, your mom told me that you gotta sink or swim. She said to toss you in the deep end, make sure that it was difficult, because if, and these are your mother's words, not mine, if it's not an actual challenge with serious implications, Maya's just gonna blow it off. Or half-ass it.
So mean of her. Gosh, she's the worst. I wouldn't blow it off. Ugh.
But
It's not fair.
I'm just doing as I'm commanded, all right, kiddo?
Do you have to? I mean, come on. She won't know.
Yeah, she will.
Oh, come
Have
on.
you ever tried lying to your mother? That's not an easy task. She sees.
Why do you think I'm so good at lying?
Well,
I mean,
maybe.
she still cuts me out, but sometimes she believes you for a minute or two.
Sure. Let me put it this way: I can't lie to your mother. I've tried once or twice, and she sees right through me. What? Yeah.
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the problem. Is I gotta put you through the ropes. All right. So here's the dealio, kid. We're not gonna do your father during court. We're gonna do the high priestess during whatever the equivalent of mass is in this world.
Wait, what are we gonna do to the high priestess?
You are going to. No, that doesn't work. God damn, I can't think of a situation that is. We need you to hide and sneak somewhere that you're not supposed to be. That's not going to get you killed, but is going to be dangerous.
What about the guard quarters?
Guard quarters?
Yeah.
What
There's
do you
a whole
mean?
bunch of guards always in and out of there. And, they
Perfect.
opens it both ends. So I could try and sneak through the guard quarters at night.
No, you got it right, kid. This is all right. This is what we're going to do. I got a buddy. Been in jail for a little while. Been in the lockup. Not his fault. A little bit drunk. Stammered into the wrong guard. Said something stupid. Got himself locked in the jail. Not the prison, just the jail, right?
Right.
So what you're going to do, you're going to get into the sheriff's office. You're going to get the keys, and you're going to go bust my buddy out of jail.
I don't want to what if they catch me? Jailbreaking's really serious.
If they catch you, you're the princess, you're just having fun, you get in a little bit of trouble with your dad, you do the big doe eyes, I'm so sorry, daddy, and you're fine. Come on. I mean, have you ever been in trouble? Really? Real trouble? What's the worst trouble you've ever been in, Maya? I mean, Your Highness.
Well, there was the time that Mum caught me wearing her jewelry,
And what happened to you? How bad was it?
She gave me the look.
Oh, your mother looked at you. Oh, God forbid. See, you got nothing to worry about.
Has she ever given you the look?
No. Well, she gives me different looks.
Yeah, no, it's not a good look. You don't want to get the look.
But you never been beaten, jailed, left without food or water, stripped naked and sent through the streets.
She just tells me how disappointed she is.
You're lucky, kid. When my mom was mad at me, she beat me with a bar of soap in her stockings. That's how she told me she was disappointed in me. I'd take your mother's looks over soap in the stocking.
Sounds awful, yeah.
I don't say mean things about your mom.
You can if you want.
I wouldn't.
I know you say she's been a bad girl sometimes, but yeah.
Nonsense. Nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Are you actually allowed to, or is that just completely what's the worst that could happen to you if the king found out that you were, paying visits to his favorite concubine. Hmm.
Do you want your mom to give you the look? You know how disappointed she'd be if something happened to me?
Yeah, she would.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, right, she'd probably be quite disappointed if her daughter got caught busting somebody out of jail.
Certainly. Disappointed
So-
in her daughter, I bet.
What say we maybe come up with a better plan than busting somebody out of jail?
All right. All right.
Nobody ever finds out.
If you're gonna try and blackmail me, kiddo, let me just tell you, a lot of people have a lot worse dirt on me than you got. Okay? And the king, were he to find out, probably wouldn't care that much. Your mother may be his favorite concubine, but the amount of time he spends with her is not nearly sufficient for a woman of her needs.
Yeah.
I'm
but,
really doing him a favor.
Yeah, but the concubines aren't allowed to sleep with other people. There's like specific rules about it. That's why we've got, you know, all the guards and things.
Of course. But you know, rules are meant to be bent.
Uh-huh.
Not quite broken, but bent. And,
Oh, come on, you've snapped them.
sometimes.
So, look, all I'm saying is I don't want to bust some random guy out of jail, okay?
All right. That's fair enough. How about this? Guard on the king's door. Always there. No, they know who you are. Damn it, this is harder than I thought. All right, the guards. Guards barracks. Get in, grab something that belongs to a guard, and get out. That was your idea, right?
Yeah.
Get
I always
in,
have the best ideas.
get something fancy, get out. And I'll just watch from a distance in case something goes wrong.
All right.
All right, so he'll take you to the guards barracks, the town guard outside of the palace. You're down a street. It's a 3-story building mixed with other 3-story buildings made out of sandstone. And he looks at you and he's like, there's the barracks. There's the guard on the door. Get in, remain unseen, grab something of interest, and get on out. That should test your hiding skills and your moving quietly skills, and maybe something else too.
Right.
All right.
Is this the same place as where his mates?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to be like, sort of like, oh, so-and-so says hi. To really be a dick. Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to sort of look at the walls because the door is guarded, but they probably don't guard the top story windows, right?
That is correct.
Also, is it like dark or is it daytime?
It is daytime for now, but you know, you've got all day to do this. You can do whatever's.
In that case, the first thing I'm going to do is case the joint and just like work out all the entries and exits and the best. Like, is there you know is there an alleyway sort of like on one side where it's a little bit less overlooked and things?
So the guards barracks is sandwiched between 2 other buildings with no alleyways in between. So you've just got like the front facade that goes up. On either side are regular residential apartments with shops on ground level. The guards barracks is 3 stories altogether. There's a rooftop to it as well. There are windows on the ground floor, the floor above the ground floor, and the floor above that.
So the 3rd floor.
Yeah. Yeah. I know we count our floors differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first floor is the 1st floor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it?
Yeah. No, the first floor is the ground level. Yes. It's the first floor that you step on inside the building.
Oh no, wait, because we go ground first, second.
You guys do ground first, second, but we do first, second, third. Yeah, it's a mess.
That's it. Yeah, I've traveled too much.
That's great. It's easier to talk if you understand.
Mm.
Fantastic. What other details would you like?
Okay, is the guard sort of barracks the same height as the two buildings on either side?
Yes, it is.
Right. Does it look like it might have a roof entrance?
You can't tell from the ground level, but there is like a small ridge on the top, and it's not uncommon for buildings to have roof entrances.
Do the two buildings on either side have any kind of, like, do they look climbable? Do they have an alleyway somewhere that's less?
No, the guard barracks is in the middle of a block, so you'd have to go down pretty far down the block to where there would be an intersection or an alleyway. But, you know, it is a series of roofs that are all more or less at the same height, so if you go down far enough, you might be able to get up and cut over.
Yeah, what I'll probably do while it's still light is, like, take a walk all the way around the block and sort of try and scope out the best place to scale this thing.
Okay, cool. So this is a busy city street that's going on. You find a couple of really good scaling areas where there's maybe like a trellis guarding part of like an overhang or what do you call it, like a balcony, but there's like trellises on either side that plants are growing up, so there's a little bit of privacy there. And there's some crates down below because there's a shop that's had a new set of supplies come in, but there's no room inside for the supplies, so they're just crates outside. So you can find a way up, but like there are people everywhere. So how are you gonna be noticed getting up? What's the dealio?
I will probably wait until it gets dark then.
Okay, you're gonna wait.
Yeah.
Until the street becomes less busy, the sun begins to go down, people start heading home for the day. Totally.
Yes. We'll probably just sort of do some shopping while I'm waiting and just be like, have a send to the palace.
Sure.
Right.
We skip ahead.
Okay. Once it gets dark, so what I'll probably do as well is buy some like grey clothes. Just to sort of go, just go over my my everyday stuff. Because I want to be relatively inconspicuous.
Okay.
And grey works much better in shadows than black.
Yes, it does.
Blend in better.
So you got grey clothes.
Yes. And yeah, I'll just sort of like, just change into them and then just wait until it's dark and the streets have quietened down enough that I can scale a trellis without getting spotted.
Okay. It gets nice and dark, and you look around, and there's no one left on the street except for you, Willis, and the guard on the outside of the barracks, who is standing there, bored and impatient.
But he's like way down the street, right?
Right.
Cool. I'm gonna climb the trellis and get up onto the roof.
Okay. Not a problem. You scale the trellis, you scale the boxes, you scamper up the rest of the way, and soon you find yourself on the roof because you found a nice, easy way up.
Yep. And then I'm going to head over to the very silently and stealthily head over to the roof of the guard barracks.
Excellent. You make your way to the roof of the guard barracks and find yourself there. A few minutes later, I'm taking a look at your character sheet now. La. Excellent. Okay. You find yourself on the roof of the guard barracks. Sure enough, there is the trap door in the ground that would allow access from someone within or without.
All right. I'm going to very carefully try and open it.
Right. It is going to be locked.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Well, you have your picks from last night's adventure.
Right. Can I try and figure out how tough the lock is before I start trying to pick it?
Certainly. Why don't you roll me we're gonna say you're at first level for lockpicking already, so in a first level you had an 11. So roll me a 1d20 plus 11, and you want to score a 21 or higher. Ooh. Yeah, you're still new with all these locks, and it's dark out, and you're looking at it, and it's one of those locks that's built into the door, and you're having a hard time gauging its difficulty. A really hard time.
Right. In that case, I'm probably going to leave the lock for now, and I'm going to go over to the edge of the building and try and see if there's any light in the top floor windows. Are they open?
the top floor windows are, one of them is closed, one of them is open somewhat. It's a hot night, you need a little bit of airflow at least. And there are no lights on the top floor. On the ground floor and the second floor, there are lights though. And their the second floor windows are all open.
Right. In that case, what I'll probably do is try and climb down and get okay, what I'd like to do is climb down, go beside the window and just carefully peep inside and see, if it's safe to go in.
Okay. Yeah, so I want you to make me an eavesdrop check.
Okay.
Which for you, at first level where you are right now, is going to be a d20 plus 8. Oh, beautiful rolls there.
Yay.
Yeah, so you're climbing down the side of this wall, and you can hear in this top floor the mutterings of two people back and forth. It is a pair of ladies inside, and there are these hushed voices back and forth, whispering about something in conspiratorial tones.
Can I try and work out what they're saying?
Yeah, especially with a 27, no problem. You can hear them. It seems to be some sort of, how do you want to call it? I'll just give you the dialogue and let you sort it out. The one woman is saying to the other, okay, and then we meet at the boat, right? And he's already on the watch, so just meet me at midnight with the girl, and we'll be out. And no one will be any the wiser. And the other voice comes in saying, okay, we can do this. If we get caught, we're definitely not going to make it out of here alive. But if we do this, we'll be set up like kings, like queens of a road. And the first voice comes back saying, yes, but you got to keep it calm, all right? No one's expecting us. Everyone's guards are down. She's already always in weird places. It'll be fine. Okay, all right. There's the sound of people clasping each other or shaking hands or hugging. There's sounds of people interfacing with one another.
In a non-sexual way, I fucking hope.
Right? No, it's the
bro hug.
It's the conspirator congratulations.
Yeah.
And then a door begins to open and then kind of shuts quickly again, and the second voice comes back to you saying, okay, one more time though. Which, are you sure that the priestess won't be there? Because this all hinges on the priestess not being there. And the first voice comes back saying, no, it's going to be fine. The priestess isn't going to be there. I've made sure of it. I've got a person. He's going to keep her distracted. It'll leave the princess open. It'll be fine. And the second voice comes back being like, okay, but you make sure that priestess is gone. Otherwise, we're both dead. This first voice comes back like, it's taken care of already. I have a guy. And then the door opens again and shuts more, normally. And you can hear a person shuffling around, sighing, taking off armor. You can hear the jingling of chainmail come off and that sort of stuff.
So either they're going to kidnap me or Sarah. These are not nice people. I'm going to wait until this person falls asleep.
Okay. So you're just on the side of the building, Spider-Manning it until she falls asleep? Mm-hmm. Okay. At some point you do notice someone else enters the street and walks along, but they don't look up to the third floor, so they don't see you. Let's see. How many people might accidentally come? Oh, only the one person comes by. Okay. A few minutes later, you hear the door open again. Someone else enters the room. There's some shuffling about, an opening of a chest, closing of a chest. The person leaves again, and you can hear the one woman in the room sort of rolling over in bed, trying to get comfortable. Clearly being a little restless. But after another half an hour or so, your arms are getting tired, your joints are aching. You hear the slow, steady, rhythmic breathing of a person fast asleep.
I would like to, slip into the room.
Mm-hmm.
And have a look at this person.
Yeah. It is a guard. She is... Where's my machine? She's kind of tall, in her young 30s, average build, brown hair. Hard to see much other detail because the blankets or the sheet pulled up over her.
So Maya's pretty certain that this person is planning to kidnap either her or her sister.
Hmm.
And it's like Sarah's already a priestess at this point, yes?
She's training in it, yeah. She's definitely has the divine gift and has been in training with a priestess here in town.
In that case, so Maya would probably have like a small knife on her, right?
Mm-hmm. If you would like to. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In that case, I'm gonna first of all look around the room and find like, okay, is this person got any like correspondence lying around?
Like letters
Probably
lying
not.
around?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. In that case, I'd just like to look around and. Is there any guard underwear hanging around?
Guard underwear? Yeah. You can.
Okay, so I'm just gonna just yoink a pair of panties and just be like, right, there we go. That's the thing I need. And then she's going to put the dagger to this person's throat, put the hand over the mouth, and just be like, "Were you looking for me?"
Oh my.
Fully prepared if this person like tries to struggle or scream that I'm gonna slit their throat, but I'm just gonna be like, don't move.
So first things first, has Maya ever killed a person before?
No, she hasn't.
So this would be Maya's first time killing a person, if it goes down like this, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you say you did with the underwear again?
Just shoved down her top.
Down Maya's top.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you put the knife to the woman's throat. She starts to wake up. You got a hand over her mouth.
Yeah.
And you say, were you... What was it again? What was the phrase?
I was going to be like, stay very still. Were you looking for me?
She shakes her head slowly.
Which princess were you looking for?
Princess is a honorific title for
I'm going to push the knife closer against the throat and be like, I don't like liars.
The daughter of the woman who runs the underworld here? The daughter of the head of the crime syndicate?
I don't think I believe you. Can I try and work out if she's lying or not?
Yeah, give me a charisma check opposed by her charisma if she is lying. Did you just roll a 31?
Yep.
You get the distinct impression that she is lying. That she's definitely lying.
Okay, last chance. Die now? Or maybe don't die at all. I hear that choking on your own blood is a really horrible way to go.
we're not looking. No one's interested in you.
Oh, do you know who I am?
No, but that's how I know no one's interested in you.
Really? Because you were talking about the princess.
And who are you?
The princess.
You're not a princess,
Really?
right? Who the fuck are you? You're not Princess.
Maya of Akuban.
Princess Maya? Oh, the concubine's daughter.
Oh, so you weren't looking for me then? Must have been my sister.
The guard says nothing.
I won't let you hurt my sister. And I'm going to cut her throat.
You slit her throat. Warm blood pours over your hand and down into the blankets and the sheets and everything.
And then I'm going to tuck the blankets up over her, so to disguise the bloodstain for as long as possible.
Uh-huh.
And then I want to very quickly search her room and sort of like just quickly toss the room a little bit just to see if I can find any incriminating evidence. After wiping my hands off as well. Don't want to leave bloody fingerprints everywhere.
Right. You start looking around and you find in her foot locker, which you have a key to because you have all of her stuff, because her key is just, on her pants or whatever. In her foot locker is a potion, a small like handkerchief cloth, some manacles, a hood, just like, a burlap sack style hood thing going on. Some stashed money, like more money than a guard ought to have, like, 100 gold pieces.
I'm gonna take that.
Okay. And what else? What else does she have here?
Does she have any kind of anything in writing?
She has immigration papers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to take the immigration papers and the money.
Yeah, the immigration papers look like visas or whatever the equivalent of visa would be for gaining access to Mistria, the country,
Right.
the kingdom of Mistria.
And then I am going to leave as quickly as possible, get back over the roof, down the thing, go find... Actually, she'll get down the roof, and then she's going to stop to throw up because, oh my fuck, I just killed somebody. It's like, hey, delayed shock. Nice. Yeah.
Right.
Stop,
Well,
be violently sick.
So you go to get out the window, and as you start climbing out the window, you realize that there are people down below, and you're going to have to make me a hide check to not be seen. Okay. So the amount of cover that you have available for you is not so great. It's about average quality and abundance. You are doing this reactionarily, so you're going to get a penalty of 4. But your enemies who have to spot you, this is why the enemy is they're passively searching. They're not actually looking for you, so they'll make their check at half to spot you, and then it's also dark, so they'll get a penalty on top of doing half their check. So for you, because we got to roll backwards and figure out where your stats would have been when you were a kiddo, your hide is going to be D20 plus 11 minus 4, so D20 plus 7, and they're going to roll a D20 plus 10 divided by 2 is 5, minus 4 is 1, so they roll a D20 plus 1, and you roll a D20 plus 7.
I rolled 17, so that's not so good.
It's not so good. They roll a modified 14, so you do manage to remain hidden. Thankfully, they were only passively searching you. It's just it's a group of people walking down the street, kind of loudly talking after a night out. You manage to hold your puke back until they've passed. And do you go up or do you go down?
What Maya's going to do is going to take off her... She's going to go down to she's just going to climb down the way she came. It's sort of like in the shadows, take off her grey stuff and just stash it behind a crate. And then just casually walk back to Thingy Bob. Willis.
Right. Casually walk back to Willis.
And then immediately be like, Willis, I believe there is a plot to kidnap my sister. We need to go to her immediately.
Excuse me?
I just overheard 2 guards talking about kidnapping the princess. And they weren't talking about me.
That's kind of insane, you know. What are the chances that you would walk into a guard room where people are actually trying to kidnap your sister? Are you sure you didn't misunderstand?
I'm very certain I interrogated one of them.
He gives you that look of like, I don't believe what you're saying.
I don't care if you believe me what. I don't care. I'm going to find my sister. Come or not. And I'm just
hold on. What'd you get from the guard's office? Let's see how you completed this thing.
I'll just pull the panties out and also the immigration papers and just be like, this was in her chest along with a sack, some manacles, and quite a lot of gold. More gold than they should have. There is something going on, and I believe my sister is in danger. Now, come on. You don't have much time.
He looks at the panties and the immigration papers. It's like, well, you got what I needed you to get. Well done.
Yes, this is immaterial now. This is more important. And yeah, would I know where Sarah was right now?
Yeah, she's in the palace, asleep, like a good girl.
Okay, yeah. In that case, yeah, Maya's just gonna like peg it back to the palace ASAP.
Okay. You head back to the palace. You make it back into the palace, and you make it to your sister's door. Willis has left you behind. You know, you did your stuff. He's content. He thinks you're kind of making shit up anyway. And you get to your sister's door.
Okay, I'm gonna knock on the door. In fact, no, she's not gonna knock on the door. She's going to very quietly open the door and slip inside.
All right, you quietly open the door. You slip inside. And
I'm gonna make sure that Sarah's still there.
She's there, unconscious, asleep.
Okay, right. In that case, I'm going to very quietly shake her shoulder.
You succeed in waking her up.
I'm just like, shh, sister. You probably don't want to know how, but I've just uncovered a plot, to kidnap you.
I think Faye, are you in chat right now? Do you want to hop in and help us out? Because I'm gonna fuck up your character. I'm gonna ruin your character, Faye.
Fucking what? Yeah, man.
I think she was in chat. I saw her earlier. Oh yeah. Sweet. Do you want to hop in?
You don't have to. It's fine.
You totally don't have to. If you're not ready, if you're not in the mood, no worries. I'll play your character for you. I can totally do it. You're not presentable and can't do audio? Okay, no worries. That's fine.
Or can do audio, she said.
I can do audio? Cool. Hold on. All right, this is what we're gonna do.
Blame Koibu. He brought the kidnap plot in.
Yeah, it's all my fault. Okay, all right. If you hop into the call right now, there's no cameras up. I'll make sure it's just my camera and Maya's camera that show up, and then you can just do audio, or you just don't even turn your camera on. You just leave your fucking camera off.
Yeah.
And you can do audio. Perfect.
Yay.
If you want, no pressure. Now we wait.
A little bit of pressure.
Little bit of pressure, just a little bit. It's fine if you're not interested. You're not even supposed to be working today. It's supposed to be your day off, and here we are calling you in on your day off to.
We were on a break.
Hello? Okay, hi.
All right, great.
Sorry, there was a kidnap plot.
Oh, I'm not supposed to be working today. It's great because I've been cleaning for the past half an hour, so I have no idea how this even happened.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Very good.
No, I can tell you in character, that'll be great.
Great. Okay, well, I'm just waking up, is that right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm a little drowsy. I'm like, what?
Sister.
Yes.
So, I've just, don't ask me how I know, but I just, found out that some guards are planning to kidnap you and smuggle you to Mistria.
What?
I promise.
I mean, what time is it?
Oh, it's, probably about 2 in the morning, I think?
Why would they want to kidnap me?
Because you're a princess?
And And then they'll bring me to Mystria.
Yeah, look, they have.
Is this some kind of elaborate joke?
I promise you, it is not a joke.
Right.
I swear on my life, it is not a joke, sister. Trust me, it's not a joke. No, but look, look, they had these immigration papers and they had like manacles on them and they had a hood and I interrogated one of them and because they were talking about the princess and there's only 2 princesses and it definitely wasn't me. So
how do you know?
I was kind of lurking outside the window of the room they were talking in, and I heard them.
And what did they say? Did they say the chubby one?
No, they said no. They were talking about like blah 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 the princess, and then we're going. Wait, we've got to get like the priestess away from her. Make sure the priestess isn't with her. And then the other one was like, "Oh yeah, don't worry, I've got that sorted."
What if I'm the priestess and you're the princess? Have you thought about that?
I have, but I asked, and I think they were just like, "Who are you? Oh, you're the other one." Yeah, no, they didn't think it was me. That you're the princess they were going to kidnap. I'm pretty sure.
And they had immigration papers, you said, to Mystria.
Yeah, I just pull some immigration papers out of my top and just hand them to you. Just like that's what they had on them, along with a lot of gold.
Right. I look at the papers. Do they look like? I mean.
This paper allows so-and-so, some guard's name, access to Mystria for a period of up to 1 year on official business, or no, not on like a travel and tourist visa with a little bit of working on the side, blah, blah, blah. Must be confined to, and it lists like 5 towns in Mystria.
Actually, that's the point, yeah. What, are the coins Akuban or Mystrian?
The coins are mixed. There's some Akuban, some Mystrian, some Eridonian. You know, money from all over has been mixed up. A little bit of everything.
Is that normal for Akuba? Or?
Yeah, it's not unusual.
Why would they want to kidnap me though? I mean, Butter's coming back any day now, right?
Look, I don't know why they want to kidnap your sister, but they did. I don't know, what, power, leverage. I mean, you know, they marry you off to somebody, and that's like, you know, a claim on the Akuban throne, ransom. You know how much Dad loves you. It's all kinds of things they could. I mean, I can think of like 5 things right now, and you know, I haven't even had a chance to think about it. So,
are you trying to kidnap me? You said you would have 5 reasons, right? So I was just wondering.
I said, oh, really? No, I said.
How old are we exactly right now? Just so I know.
I'm 14.
Okay. You're 14.
Kidnap you. Look.
I mean, it's not like you could pick me up and carry me away, right? So with your scrawny legs, but let's see.
Oh my god! The worst. Look. Can you just? I'm not sure if we can go to the guards with it because I don't know if like some of the guards are compromised. But you should definitely tell Dad. But don't tell him.
Dad, there is a giant plot to have me kidnapped. Do you think I mean.
Well, just say, look, somebody. Just say that a secret contact. Don't say it was me because I'll probably get in trouble for being outside the palace at night. So don't say it was me, okay? But totally, you should say that somebody has come to you with news of a kidnap attempt, and that there's a ship in the harbour that's probably waiting to take you away to Mystria. And they're going to try. I don't know if like the priestess who's supposed to be teaching you has been like compromised or what, but yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I could actually take a vacation. Maybe I should go to Mystria for a while. Those council meetings, they're really great on me sometimes. It's kind of boring after a while.
Look, do you know what I've done to get this bloody information, sister? Honestly,
What have you done? I thought you just listened in.
Yeah, that's totally what I've done. listened in and did a lot of sneaking around, and it was really dangerous, and I climbed upside a building and I could have been killed. So, like, you should be grateful.
Right.
Like, I was worried about you, and I came straight to the palace to make sure you were right, and you were just there going like, oh, I wish they would kidnap me.
Well, it kind of is 2 a.m. 2 a.m. in the morning. So, but you're sure this is not an elaborate prank, right?
I swear on my life. I swear on my mother's life.
Well, wonderful. Can you give me that bathrobe over there? It hangs over there. Can you give me that?
There you go.
Perfect. Wonderful. Oh my god. Oh, you know how far it is to Yassi's chambers from here? It's a goddamn really long walk. Okay. So, are you coming, or do I have to? If this is a prank to just make me walk through the entire palace in my bathrobe, I'm going to be really upset about this one. Give me that.
I'll come with you. It's fine.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I'll look
okay. I'm grabbing the papers, and I put on my slippers, and I'm going to waddle over.
Waddle?
Yeah, I'm tired, man. It's 2 a.m. It's not my time.
You can't walk normally in slippers. You like shuffle.
Yeah,
all
you
right,
shuffle along. That's what you do.
Okay, you guys shuffle along until you find Yassi's room.
I knock on her door.
After a few moments, she bleary-eyed opens the door and goes, "Oh, your highnesses! Oh, come inside! Oh, I'm so sorry for my appearance. I'm not dressed yet. Come inside, quickly!"
It's 2 a.m. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
She quickly goes to like setting out some wine and like pulls out a basket of apples from somewhere and like, "Do you need something to eat?"
And just be like, "Oh, I needed that."
Is there something? Oh, should I call for drinks? What would your highnesses need?
You should tell her what you told me. Sarah. Yeah.
I'm gonna take an apple. I'm gonna take a bite and say, apparently I'm being kidnapped.
Oh, are we kidnapping you? Is it playtime already? Okay. Well, do you want me to be the big bad Drakissians? I'm gonna take you, Sarah.
I think she means a real kidnapping with real bad people.
I'm 21 now, Yassi. It's time you stop treating me like a child, really.
Sorry, it's just,
She's
kids.
the young one. Okay, she's.
I'm 14, all right? I'm like super grown up. Shut up.
And you're so grown up and tough.
And sometimes you do behave like an old lady. I have to admit that.
Oh my god, you're the worst. Why did I?
So yeah, these are the papers, and I hand Yassi the papers.
She takes a look at the papers and sorts through them and goes, "Immigration papers?"
Apparently, Sarah said that her secret contact found them on the person of a guard who was overheard talking about kidnapping her.
Oh. Who?
Yeah, apparently, I say, and I nod.
Uh-huh. And you came to me instead of the royal guards because...
Well, the guards might be compromised, mightn't they? That's what I thought. So I think, yeah.
Well, Sarah, you heard these things. What'd they say?
Well, I mean, I don't know why they would want to ship me off, but apparently I'm supposed to go to Mystria.
Oh. I see. Well, who is it that wanted to do this?
I think your contact said it was it was a pair of guards in the what was it? Oh yeah, it was in the guard barracks in the city. It was a pair of guards. One of them had a dormitory room on the top floor, third one along, I think it was.
Were you there?
No,
no. I just had a much better memory before I went to bed, but then it was so urgent that I couldn't sleep, I say.
I see.
Now I'm slightly tired, but luckily I told Maya everything before I fell asleep.
And I'm really good at remembering things.
Yeah, much better than me.
I see. She looks between the two of you. There's something really fishy about the story that you're feeding her, but she trusts you, so she's not going to ask any questions. Okay, so why don't I just go talk to Celine? She can be trusted, and she will arrest the guards immediately.
I mean, I trust Celine. I say, and I look over to Maya. Do we trust Celine? We trust Celine, right?
Probably? I don't know.
You can trust Celine.
I trust you.
Well, I trust her with my life.
Okay.
I've seen her put herself in harm's way to save you folks without you even noticing. One time when you were all very little, someone tried to break into the palace to burn it down. And Celine put herself in harm's way, caught herself on fire even, trying to put down the pyromaniac. She's already risked her life to save you once. She'd be happy to do it a second time, I'm sure.
I don't understand why anybody would try to kidnap me in the first place.
I reckon that maybe if there's gonna be like, somebody trying to kidnap you, then maybe I should disguise myself as you for like a few days, so that if anybody tries to kidnap you, they'll grab me instead. Because it's better if I get kidnapped than you, right? Because I'm just a spare. It's fine.
I mean, you're gonna have to wear a lot of clothes and layers if you want to look like me.
Okay, I can do. I'm good at dressing up. Come on, you know me.
I'll get the padded pants made.
What are we gonna do about your hair, though?
What about my hair?
Well, it would need to be. I mean, you don't have the curls I have, right? It would need to be super curly.
Oh, that's fine. Just get some hot rods, and I can curl my hair. I know how to curl my hair.
And my piercing, I say, and I point towards my lower lip. What about that?
I can.
You have a piercing?
Yep. Sarah has a ring through her lower lip.
Oh my god, I didn't even know.
Oh, if it's a ring, that's easy. Yeah, I can just like bend one over my lip. It'll be fine.
Okay, well, I mean,
we got the family resemblance. We've both got Dad's nose.
that's true. That's true. That's true. The Harazim knows. Nothing you can do about that.
Well, I mean, there's that thing where they like shave the inside and then sew it up, but I just no, I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Sorry, sounds awful.
Are you okay, Yasi? This doesn't sound very good. Sure. I mean, dude, it's like 2 a.m. I'm kind of tired.
Okay, I think that I should stay in your room tonight as well, just in case anybody tries to get you during the night.
If you wanted to sleep over, you could just say, I just really want to sleep over in your room. You don't need to make it like...
Well, let's go talk to Yasi first. Let's have her deal with this
Yasi?
directly. Not Celine. Sorry, it's 2 a.m.
All right, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, that's a good
All
idea.
right. So she
Fantastic.
bundles up in her bathrobe and hauls the two of you down the palace corridors.
Just the group is growing.
Until you get to Celine's door, and Yasi gives like a knock on it, and a few moments later the door opens and there's Celine, who's hastily donned like a chainmail shirt on over just whatever she was wearing to sleep beforehand. So she's got like just the chainmail the shirt on, and she's looking at you guys and like, what's going on?
Do I recognize her voice?
Yeah, it's totally Celine.
Okay, yeah, but it's not any of the guards who were talking in the thing earlier.
No.
Okay, good. Just checking.
And Yasi leans in and goes, there's a security problem? Can we speak in your chambers? And quickly you guys are all let inside, and Yasi does the brief recap. Sarah overheard someone saying that she was going to kidnap one of the princesses, and we came to you. And Celine like goes into full alert guard mode and like snaps to attention as if she's had 100 cups of coffee, and is like,
shit.
Who, where,
Adrenaline.
when, why, how?
I will give her, and we'll sort of like give her the details and
Right, and immediately she starts hitting you with questions like, the third floor, far right window at the guards barracks. What were you doing there, Sarah? And how could you hear in the third window?
Oh, no. It wasn't Sarah that was there. She has a contact who prefers to remain anonymous, but they were there and they overheard everything.
Well, I will need to speak to this contact immediately then.
Unfortunately, they are unavailable. They aren't able to be questioned because they are a criminal, and
we will pardon them for their crimes, and they will lead us to the people who are attempting to kidnap the princess, and we will bring this person to justice, and those who have helped us uncover these criminals will be given full pardons. I'm sure your father would have it that way.
Unfortunately, the contact already left for Mystria, right? I think that's what they said. They needed to leave to, they had to hinder any more preparations for this giant plot.
Who was it?
You know me, I can't break promises. I really can't.
Yeah, she swore on Martha, and you know how important that is. Can't break a promise to Martha.
This person might have valuable information that we would need to bring the people who are going to capture you to justice. If we can't talk to this person, we might not be able to actually capture these people. It is of the essence that we have a full reckoning of the situation.
I think, didn't the person say that, if you went to the guard barracks now, you'd probably find at least one of the people still there?
Stop protecting the criminal.
There, right?
Just tell, who is it? Come on now.
They didn't say their name, all right? They didn't say their name.
Maya, you seem to know an awfully lot about Sarah's happenings on.
Yeah, we're sisters. She tells me everything.
Maya, what do you know?
I don't know anything.
Maya?
All I know is what Sarah told me.
Yasi, would you please go get Maya and Sarah's mothers?
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
And then Yasi nods and starts to walk to the door, and Celine looks at the two of you to see if either of you are going to buckle without her having to get your mom. All right, and then Yasi goes, and a few minutes later, the moms are brought.
My mom will have to see me in my goddamn bathrobe standing around. She's going to be really disappointed. She already does not approve of the way I'm dressing, so this is going to be one of those discussions again. What we've had for the past 7 years.
Wait, it's nighttime. Are you going to get in trouble for wearing a bathrobe in the middle of the night?
She's outside her room. Decorum, dear. Decorum.
Oh, my God. All right. The mothers arrive, and they are icy with each other. They don't like each other very much. And Celine lays out what happened. So Sarah claims that a friend of hers who has already left the country heard something about her being captured, and then she decided to go to sleep, but then couldn't sleep and woke up and decided to tell Maya and then Yasi, who then came to me to tell me about this potential kidnapping. And Sarah here, she does using like non-visual air quotes with her voice, claims that she's going to be kidnapped by this person and won't reveal the source of this information. Your Highness, would you please talk some sense into your daughter? And while your mother, Adrena, because the adrenal glands, starts like, wagging her finger at you, and Sarah, how could you hide? So this is important information. The kingdom's sanity rests on and just like goes on and on.
Yeah,
with
that's
the
it,
finger.
isn't it? The kingdom. You don't even care that it's actually me. All you're worried about is the goddamn kingdom.
Well, of course I care that it's you, my darling.
Idea,
but,
isn't it?
Sweetheart, of course I care about you, but it's not just you that's at danger. The entire kingdom is at danger. This is so much bigger than you.
If you would be a little bit more friendly towards my friends, I would actually introduce them when I came across them, and I wouldn't have to hide them as much. If I told you who it was, they would get into trouble. You can tell me about pardons all day, but I know how you are.
Well, fine. How about this? How about I start being
on these people?
Why don't you start being a little more honest with me, and I'll start being a little bit more accepting of your friends?
I've
if your
tried
friends
honesty for years, and you didn't like it one bit. You called me sassy, and you will
Sarah,
really...
I am your mother, and you will answer me. Who is it?
You don't need to yell at me,
Well, apparently I do. Now, who is it, Sarah?
I mean, while this is happening, I'm going to sort of like catch my mother's eye and just be like...
Right.
I'm going to try and give her this serious shit look. like,
And she's giving you the, like, what have you done, Maya look.
So I'm gonna look over to Maya, right? And I'm gonna slowly cross my arms. I'm gonna look back at my mom, and I'm gonna say, you know what? Maybe they should just kidnap me. You know, maybe that would be the best for all of us. Then we're just done with this whole drama and yelling at each other at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Sister, no. I don't want you to be kidnapped.
I mean, apparently my word is not enough, right? We just need to drag other people in here. Apparently it doesn't count that I'm a princess and then that I know things. No, we need to prove and we need to actually talk to somebody. We need to waste time instead of just going there, fetching one of the people and talking to them.
I know.
Celine,
Don't question me, because obviously I'm the problem here, right?
Celine speaks up and says,
We don't know their name. They just called themselves Deep Throat. I don't know why. I think they were a sword swallower or something.
Celine speaks up and says, Sarah, it's important to find this person because they might have more information they didn't tell you. It's not that I don't believe you and trust you. It's that there is probably more to this than your friend let on. And we need that information as well. I'm sure if they came to you to say this information...
Sure if you went to the guard barracks, they said that if you hurried, there would still be some evidence there. They said they left evidence.
Celine looks to the two mothers and is like, look.
I'm gonna pull the gold out and say they gave us this money and these papers and said there was more evidence in the thing, but they couldn't bring it. So there's the evidence and there's more evidence to the guard barracks, but you gotta go now because I don't want anything bad to happen to my sister.
Celine looks to the two mothers and says, would you please get some information out of your daughters about this? They are clearly hiding something. In the meantime, I will go to the guards barracks and see what I can find, and I hope that this doesn't reveal our hand too early. Sarah, Maya, I'm disappointed in both of you. And she leaves. And then comes back in and remembers to take off her armor, get dressed, put on the rest of her armor and her weapons and shield, and then leaves again.
Well, the captain of the guard, is she already the captain of the guard?
Yeah.
She is, right?
Yes.
Is disappointed in me. What a night.
What a night. All right, so Maya, your mother, kind of sits a little bit closer to you and says, Maya, dear, are you the friend?
Sort of like, is everybody else still in the room?
Yeah, Sarah's mom is like,
She's wagging her finger and I'm just standing there.
well, maybe if you didn't wear such revealing clothes when you went to church, you wouldn't be in such big trouble and people wouldn't be trying to kidnap you, huh? Have you ever thought about dressing like a princess for once instead of dressing like a soldier? You're not a knight, Sarah. You're a princess. It's time you act like it.
I'm really glad you're my mother right now. So yes, I was. You know those tests that I've been doing. I discovered this during one of those tests. So unfortunately couldn't come out and actually say it was me because wrong place, wrong time, etc., etc.
She just nods. Is there anything important you're leaving out?
I may have executed one of them.
Her jaw sort of drops and she sits back away from you.
They were talking. I'm just going to come closer and just like, they were talking about hurting her, and I very
fine.
much didn't want anything bad to happen to Sarah.
And she gets closer and just pulls you in for a hug, and turns to Adrena and says, Your Highness, clearly the girls have had an excited night. Maybe we should be here to comfort them during their time of distress and see what Celine says. I'm sure after the shock all wears off, they will be more forthcoming about the truth. And Adrena does not like being told to be calm by her husband's concubine.
By that bitch who just has airs and graces above her station.
Mm-hmm, and gets up and goes, I can't believe you came to Maya about this instead of Sammy. He's your twin brother. He should have been the person you came to instead of Maya. I'm gonna go get Sammy and have him weigh in on this too. And storms out of the room.
Oh, God, what a mega bitch.
Yeah. And the two of you are left here with...
Sarah.
Yeah, sure. You and your mom were left with
Yassi.
Sarah, but I meant no. Oh fuck yeah, Yassi's here as well. The four of you are here. Maya, Sarah, Yassi, Idra, Iris.
Iris, yes. Flower,
Flower.
and adrenal gland.
Great names. Okay.
Bog flower and adrenal gland.
Yes. And I guess some time passes until Sammy shows up. Sort of, what? Huh? Sarah? Sammy in chat. Are we gonna get half the cast in here already? I don't know. NECA, are you around? I saw you were on mobile earlier.
I think he went to bed earlier, though. He said
Okay.
something about he had to go to bed.
All right. He's bleary-eyed. I guess it doesn't really matter. And eventually, Celine comes back with a few more guards and stations them outside the door and comes on in, bringing the king with her and everything, and everyone's in Celine's room now. And Celine's like, okay, well, it turns out Sarah's friend was spot on. And there is a guard who has been murdered in their sleep and had their possessions rifled through. So whoever your contact is seems to have solved the problem already. Sarah, you've got a guardian angel, it seems, out there keeping an eye on you.
You mean somebody was killed because of me?
I wouldn't say because of you, but because of what they were trying to do to you. It's not your fault, dear.
I don't understand. Why are they going for me? That doesn't make any sense. I'm not even the heir to the throne.
Well, maybe if you told us who your contact was, they would be able to tell us those details.
I'm not gonna get anybody else in trouble because of this.
Well, I guess it will just be a mystery of the kidnapping that never happened. I wish I knew who the other conspirators were. You can't just do this sort of thing by yourself. So we'll have to be on the lookout. Clearly there are factions here that are less than excited about you being here. And as far as heir to the throne, Sarah, Budarios is missing, maybe dead. You should.
He's not dead. You shouldn't talk about him like that.
It might be time to start thinking of yourself as a potential heir to the throne. I know the business between you and Sammy would be complicated, twins and all.
Toss a coin.
One of you should start considering yourselves heir to the throne.
I was actually born 1 minute earlier. We'd already established that.
Well then, you are definitely heir to the throne then. Sarah, you are the next in line, and Bud is missing. Has been for years.
I'm just doing my part. I'm just filling in until he comes back.
And if he doesn't come back? Or worse, if your father dies and then he comes back after your queen, what would you do? It's time to start considering these options. You're not just a princess, you know. You're next in line for the throne.
So I don't think I really need to consider any of this at 2 a.m. in my nightgown in the guards captain's room.
Fair
Yes,
point,
you
fair
should-
point.
You should get more sleep, sister.
Everyone go back to sleep. I'll double the guards on everyone's doors, and we'll see this through. And everyone gets dismissed and heads back to their respective areas. And we're going to go to our final break here, and we're also going to say goodbye to Sarah. Thanks for showing up, Sarah. That was great.
Bye. Good night, people.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you for letting me borrow you.
All good.
All right, we're going to break. See you guys later. Bye-bye, everyone.